Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the MPGL Asian Championship 2018. It is our last game of the day between Execration and Neon Atomic. First game was pretty wild. Action-packed, back and forth, five-man team wipes, rampages for Nando. Yes, the crash and burn included as well. Very appropriate sound for how that game went. And we'll get into game two with our first pick overall. Doom Brax, how you holding up? I know it's getting a little late, or I guess early, depending on how people are looking at it. So how you feeling, bud?
Feeling fantastic. I'm feeling like Nando with the rampage after that last game. Wowzers.
Feeling rampagey, huh? That's a little dangerous.
Pretty upset.
The new Rock movie called Rampage, based off the old N64 game. Is that how you're feeling? Do you even know what Rampage is? Actually?
No, I have no idea.
All right, damn it. It was a N64 game where there was like you and two other people played you played as like these three giant monsters and you broke down the city, essentially. You just busted down the city and everybody else and you killed people. It was great. I don't know if you actually killed people, but it was pretty great.
And they're making a movie out of that garbage?
Well, they already did, and it wasn't very good from what I hear. Yeah, I don't know how you make a movie out of that. There was really no premise at all, as far as I remember. Just goes to show they'll make a movie out of anything, to be fair. But that's how Nando's feeling. And he's not going to feel that way because he's not going to probably get another rampage because there's no gyrocopter, and it's going to be a lot harder for him, I would assume, in this game, because there's no IO to help him out as well. So a little bit of a different game.
Okay.
But yeah, this is a way better start to the draft already for Neon Atomic, although they do have to deal with a Doom and a Lestrak together. Lestrak pretty solid in every role it's been played in recently. But I don't know. It's a gyrocopter pick. That was clearly very, very good in the last game. Even without the IO, I think it's probably fine too.
Yep, picked up super early on in the draft as well. First two without the IO. You think Morphling ban?
It could be. Just to kind of not have to deal with that annoyingness. I think Morphling's in a pretty good spot actually too, so I wouldn't be surprised if they ban out.
Overall win rate for Gyrocopter is against Morphling, because that's the counter pick that you always see come out, and I can't recall the last time I've seen Gyrocopter beat a Morphling.
I could actually tell you. It's gonna take me a moment, but I'll do my best to figure out how to work Dota buff so that it can tell me specific hero matchups. Oh, maybe I have to use that Dota. Damn it!
Shoot.
All right, well, we'll get there eventually. But as far as the Morphling ban, I wouldn't be surprised. Just take it away. But they don't do it. Instead, they ban out the Night Stalker. I guess there are just better heroes to ban out. Banning Night Stalker is not surprising. They'd be also banning out the Nyx Assassin. The Shadow Demon was banned first overall phase because of Neon Atomic and how they like to play it on Vu. I don't know. Is there anything that sticks out of your mind that you're just like, I can't believe this has been banned or picked? You know?
I mean, I think everything's pretty normal. You might see a Tinker from either of these teams. Right, OD being banned out from Neon Atomic. Very interesting.
Oh, you know what? You might want to consider banning Omni Knight for Execration, because Neon Atomic pick it up, then you have Omni Gyrocopter is kind of annoying, I guess. I don't know. I just really have a thing against that hero. I hope you can tell. I really don't.
You must hate Slacks.
Yeah. I hate playing with Slacks. I mean, I actually like when he picks Omni Knight because that hero is so dumb that it's not even that bad. But when I play with him, he goes Brown Boots, Dig, and 5 Necrophos, and that hero is garbage already. It makes it even worse. But I haven't played with him in a while. His techies are actually really good. I actually feel good when he picks techies, which is pretty unusual.
Isn't it funny, now that Techies is in Captain's mode, everyone's come around to playing with the Sword Action Slacks, Techies. They're like, please, Slacks, play Techies. He's amazing. When it used to be, everyone cried about it.
Yeah, because everybody thought he was bad at the hero, or that the hero was bad and that he wouldn't be able to do anything with it. Which, to be fair, you know, he's done really well in that hero. And I think now also, I think Techies is pretty good. Although I haven't seen any Techies picks in Pro Dota. And it used to be kind of commonly picked back in the day, like TI5, TI6 kind of thing. So I'm surprised it hasn't been touched, at least from what I've seen. I don't know. Maybe there's something about the hero people want to play.
The hero is a bit too gimmicky in the lane phase. You know, it's just the blast off and the 20 damage right clicks. It's a bit weird.
All right. Apparently, wait. How do I shifts are for the vertical? I don't know how this works actually.
10 seconds.
I cannot read this chart. There's a lot of number. There's a Dat Dota thing where it's head-to-head ELO shifts, and I have no idea how to read it. So, sorry. I guess we'll get there eventually.
You tried.
Yeah. God, stats are so hard. Maybe Open Dota is better. Maybe I could check that. Oh, that sounds great, actually.
Beastmaster.
Okay, Beastmaster gets picked up. All right.
So they don't have the Slaughter to do that minus armor with the Wind Ranger. They do, however, have a Beastmaster who likes to go like Medallion and Solar Crest. They also have a lot of Lockdown, which I really like. And this could lead into something like, maybe an Invoker in the mid lane, but probably not because it's probably Wind Ranger mid unless they want to do Wind Ranger support, which also could happen.
5 seconds.
I don't know. I think it's a good chance it's a mid Wind Ranger, I suppose. Maybe.
I don't know. Still up in the air. They can do either one. Maybe this is a last pick Tinker from Neon Atomic with a support Wind Ranger. They have the Tinker Beastmaster combo.
Okay. That could happen. And then it's another Tinker game, and then life feels kind of miserable for Execration. Play a super long kind of game. Anyway. They will grab Puck for Execration. That's the Carl hero. That's what I was talking about. That's the hero, all right?
Yep, that's it right there.
And I think he's going to have a pretty good time this game. I don't know the Wind Ranger Puck matchup, though. I'm not sure how that goes usually.
It's pretty nice for Puck. You can actually kill Wind Ranger since you can't run out of the coil.
That's true.
And then you have a Blink Silence later on for setting up kills onto Wind Ranger.
10 seconds remaining.
And you also should have more base damage for the Puck, too, right?
Yes, yes.
Because he has a lot now.
And there's pretty much no chance of getting hit by a casual power shot on lane for any harass.
Yeah, exactly. Phase shift is going to make your life a lot easier. Yeah, this seems pretty Puck favored. And considering how the DK versus Death Prophet matchup went last game, I would not be surprised if he just slaughtered this matchup, to be honest. I mean,
Yep, but there's always a chance of it being a support Wind Ranger still, and Neon Atomic will just pick another hero up.
yeah, that's true. I mean, but you still have to play against this Puck. I mean, I don't know. If you do the support Wind Ranger, what do you play mid then against the Puck? I mean,
You whip out the, ideally Dragon Knight, but he's banned, so I have no idea.
is Lena any good against Puck?
No.
Okay.
Puck is very good against Lena.
All right, well, then not that. I really am on a Lena kick in terms of the mids that I like watching, but clearly not good in this matchup like you were talking about.
Lena's very fun to watch for sure, but very difficult to play.
Exactly. I wish I was better at Lena. That's why I like when Carlo plays it, because he's really good at that hero. So, but it will be the PL for Execration, and that's a good choice. I know there is Flat Cannon that you have to deal with, but they do have a lot of single target lockdown instead of dealing with this PL is going to be really tough, right? Because they just don't have the clear of the illusions other than Flat Cannon, and to disable him is going to be really tricky.
Yeah, the big thing against PL is you want some sort of instant AoE disable, like a Blink Sand King stun, for example, so you can find the real Phantom Lancer.
Yeah.
And in a lineup like this, where it's extremely single target based, it's super difficult to find Phantom Lancer in this mess of illusions, and he's very good against the Beastmaster. So, good pick.
They still need a 4. I think Slaughter might not be bad in terms of that Blink AoE disable. Beastmaster's obviously offlane, so they can't go for an axe or anything like that. And Wind Ranger could be support, but again, you don't have that AoE stun, so they'd have to think about something else maybe. You could always go like Sven, although I don't know how good that hero is if you want to play him in the safe lane and send Gyro mid and then Wind Ranger 4. So they have some options, but I don't know what is the best pick here for Neon Atomic in that regard.
I think they're better off with the Wind Ranger as a support hero at the moment, and then picking up either a Gyrocopter can potentially go mid, but not really against the Puck, I guess. So a different mid hero that's a bit better at dealing with the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, but what is that going to be then? Puck would have been great.
Zeus
is interesting. I'm more on board with that hero now than recently. People have been kind of bagging on the hero. Like Tomato had a tweet where he said it was just a meme of picture of Zeus versus Pipe and Zeus crying or something like that. But I think Zeus is okay. I don't know if you were actually serious about that, but I gave you a serious answer.
No, he's really good against Peel. What is it? Shadow Fiend. Okay. Well, now we know exactly where everyone's going. Wind Ranger support, SF in the mid lane.
Yeah, one way to deal with Puck's high base damage is just to get Necromastery stacks and have your own high base damage. But unfortunately, they don't have the clockwork to fall back on to make the cogs and get him some extra Necromastery stacks. I'm still worried for Mark's life, considering how well Carl played.
Yep. Puck Shadow Fiend is a matchup where Puck can really abuse the SF in the early levels. You can just click him forever, and if you ever move up just a tiny bit too far, you can click the hero like 6 times when you orb behind him and just keep on clicking him. It's not an easy matchup at all.
That sounds pretty miserable for the SF. So we'll have to. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on the mid lane more so than I would, just because I think there could be a solo kill potential, especially when you hit level 6. But the lane setup's going to be the important part. Where are they going to send these heroes? Of course, it is a support Wind Ranger, which I'm still not sure about. Level 10, obviously, she gets a lot better. It is going to be the Wind Ranger Beastmaster lane. So maybe they could find some kills. But I have a feeling like this PL and this Puck are going to get out of control, and they're just going to take fights as soon as they get items on Execration.
This dueling from Neon Atomic is very, very strong. Beastmaster, Wind Ranger, even though it is up against the PL, I don't think this is a lane where Execration have any hope of winning this lane, to be honest.
Really? It's that bad, huh?
Yeah. It's extremely difficult, yeah.
So then how do they deal with that? They could rotate the Doom bottom, and they just can kind of sack him, I guess? Try to send the PL top?
I don't think it's worth it. I think Doom wants to be up against the Gyrocopter with the Infernal Blade, because Clockwork also has some kill pressure there. And if Doom happens to be bottom, there's no kill pressure at all.
Yeah, true. So they'll just have to deal with the PL, maybe not getting farm for Nando. Although I have seen Nando do some crazy things, so who knows. Maybe they rotate the Clockwork down bottom and they try to give some extra support to this PL at some point. But
I think PL will have a slow start, but they'll have to be okay with that and play off the Doom and Puck to create more space.
I mean, PL, once he gets like treads and Aquila, he farms jungle very quickly, you know, and some levels too, obviously. So it's not the end of the world if he doesn't have the best start. And he might die, actually. Okay, they went Power Shot level 1. They're trying to Brain Sap. They get off a nice splitter. There's no Nightmare. I think if they Nightmare and they try to go for kill, they might be able to get it, but it's pretty tricky, so.
Yep, just getting some damage out. Looks good.
Yeah, but it'll be 2 aside. Neon Atomic get the bottom side of the runes. Execration get the top side. And we'll see how this match shapes up. You know, bottom should be fine for Neon Atomic, but I worry for the top and the mid lane especially. And we'll see if they're... Are they going to... They have Brain Sap. They don't have Infernal, so... And Carl, actually, he got the worst end of that block where Mark did a really good job getting the one creep wave pushed up. And now he's going to take... This is a level 1 Puck battle against the Bane, or rather, Bane battle against the Puck. Interesting.
SF trying to get some souls, but Bane actually wasn't able to do that much in lane. Carl's fine.
Yeah, and then an Illusory Orb, and he's going to plink him a few times if he walks up again. The base damage from Puck's so good. But SF was able to get a last hit and a deny off that, so if you can get off to a decent start, you get those Necromastery stacks up, you can really actually kind of go toe-to-toe with the Puck. It's going to be tricky, though. And the Bane wasn't top for a while, now he is, but Infernal Blade damage coming in from Uwe. Clockwork is going to pull the wave back behind the tower, but he's only going to be he's the only one to get the CS, because Uwe is up towards the rest of the rest of the lane, which is kind of interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, like I guess getting experience for making last hits are fine. It's just okay.
That's okay.
That's not
That's the that's just what happens level 1 when Wind Ranger doesn't have Wind Run yet, because she took Power Shot to harass at the rune, but.
So I'm assuming you just like hit a Split Earth in like in Phantom Lance and or Spirit Lance and she just dies.
Yep, eventually just chipped him down.
Well, that's not the end of the world. First Blood, that's not great, but they'll still be able to provide some harassment. Looking back into the mid lane, Puck's still doing fine. SF's not too far behind, so that's pretty good, at least. Top lane, of course, the Gyrocopter getting decent CS, and then Uwe's just been kind of sitting around watching. Doesn't have Devour, surprisingly enough. He actually went level 2 Scorched Earth, which I am really surprised by. You know, you'd think you want to creep, like the Thunderclap, the Hellbear over there.
Yep, Hellbear's pretty strong, but I guess prioritizing the survivability.
Yeah, so he'll get it eventually, probably at level 3. I don't know if he actually wants to get the level 2 Infernal Blade instead of going 1-on-1, which is really common nowadays. Arcane Rune top... Oh, that Courier! That Courier!
Oh,
that was a miss micro, I think, from the PL. I am 90% sure it was his fault.
That's Nando's gear on that thing.
Like, he was trying to send it bottom. Carl said, okay, I just crowed. You can crow it to you. And then he crowed it into the river. Meanwhile, they're going to find a kill bottom, so it's not the end of the... Oh, my God. He did use the Spear Vest, or the Phantom Lance, or Spirit Lance, Jesus, onto GRN, and he actually survived because of it. Okay, well, that's... He not only loses his courier, he misses his kill, too. Okay, Nando.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those games, I see.
A coin flip player.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing him. Is it heads or tails today? It's looking like tails in this game. I'm just saying that tails is worse for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, Sugo kind of getting run out of the top lane.
Well, tails is better. Tails never fails.
Ah, true. By the way, Nando has a gigantic wave under tower. This is a lot of farm.
He's got the mega wave.
Yeah, he's got a Quelling Blade too. Oh, almost missed that CS. I was watching. You missed that one. If only you had like one more base damage. If only you had a stick. You can get some of those CS, but not the end of the world. Still fine. Getting a lot of experience, getting a lot of CS. He should be good. I know I'm cherry picking the CS, showing the ones that he missed, but he's good. And he's got 20
That's what
CS.
he gets for getting the courier killed.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I suppose it also could have been the Puck who sent it to PL, but I'm just going to say it was Nando. We'll watch the replay later, I'm sure. No,
it could never be Carl's fault.
with how good he's playing, probably not. Carl went back home, it looks like. Did he take like a triple raise or something? Why did he have to leave? It must have been something like that. Lumic slept. I'm going to homing missile and rocket barrage him. Should be a kill. He has 5 stick charges. He can't get him off in time. Uwe's going to run up with Scorched Earth. The Thunderclap comes out, but Brainsap's back up, and Uwe has to back away. The Radiant Courier has respawned, and now it is a Flying Courier with a full Aquila on Nando. So, not the end of the world. I guess...
The big problem.
Oh, the reason why Carl had to go back home was because he didn't have a courier to send a salve out.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, oopsie-daisy. Well, that's pretty bad, because now the SF is same level and a bit more CS than he has currently.
Look at the SF's items, right? He has a Fairy Fire, Raindrops, Ring of Aquila, and Bracer. The Bracer's the big one, right? Now he wants to tank up so he can't actually die when Puck hits level 6. And all those timings happened because Carl had to walk back to base with no courier.
Lumic might actually get this kill on Mark. Nice Nightmare. Split Earth.
Oh, big stun.
Fairy Fire did come out. There's the Waning Rift. Sugo's dead too. Good rotation. Really good rotation. Lumic gets a double kill. So much for not dying. I know that's a different circumstance than a solo kill where he gets a Dream Coil off, but that's pretty huge. And
How
Carl,
huge? Give me a number.
that was a little aggressive, but he's still fine with Raindrops. He actually almost died to the Wind Ranger solo, but luckily he is able to survive and go Shrine, and this is the Efficiency Shrine, the Value Shrine, as it were.
Yeah, very, very nice. Shadow Fiend gonna pick up the Arcane Rune, and Beastmaster activates his Invis Rune to stay alive, so... Runes. Cool.
Rune Gaming, baby. Nando needs to be a little careful. They are rotating GRN, but it looks like they see him. Lightning Storm, Cog, Split Earth. Maybe dead. Yes, definitely dead. Unfortunate.
Pokemon.
Well, it's just a Wind Ranger. You know, this lane did not go that badly. I was expecting this lane to go a lot worse, considering how you talked about it earlier. They're actually getting a ton of kills. And Vu's dead. Oh, man. Grims is having a great game. Really, everybody is.
He is. 005, almost a secret agent. So this is the problem with Beastmaster against PL. Once the illusions come out, it's super difficult to actually set up a roar kill onto Phantom Lancer just because it's single target. Things get real messy and chaotic once the illusions come out. Doppelgangers as well. And Wind Ranger also doesn't really do anything to illusions.
Not at all. Power Shot kind of does a little, but Shackle Shotting is going to be pretty tough, you know?
Yep.
And this is before Carl has any big items. He's got double null tally. He's got his wand and bottle. I don't know what he's currently trying to build. I would assume either blink and or fail. and then he just probably runs around the map and tries getting kills. I don't know. I think this is still probably fine. You have really good farm on your mid and safe laner for Neon Atomic, so it's not the end of the world. It's a pretty even game, even though they didn't get the best, you know, start top or bottom lane, excuse me. And now they're gonna try to kill him down bottom too.
Look at Nando hiding behind his tower. He knows there's some funny business going on. It's time to leave, Nando. Get out of here. TP out.
Did they see that smoke anyway with the war they have mid? I'm not sure. Oh, maybe not. Probably not. Roar, double raise. Mark gets a free kill. He does buy his treads before dying. Now they're looking for the Gyrocopter. Dream Quill comes out of Illusory Orb. They're trying to TP in. It's going to be too late. Now GRN might be next, too. He does get off his Wind Run. Lightning Storm. Luckily, he avoids the Split Earth, but he's probably dead anyway. Power Shot comes out. Double kill for Uwe. Now Sugo's going to run to his death. This is a comedy of errors. Although the SF is actually rotated in. Maybe they won't get Sugo. Okay, I spoke too soon. Well,
Dance, party, dance.
the Donkey, as I said yesterday, having a great game.
Well, that's just not right.
What, him not having a good game or him being a donkey?
Him being a donkey.
Listen, you know, he's not a donkey, but I like calling him that. Although he's dead now. Probably. But so is Sugo. All right, Shackle Shot. Okay, that was almost really awkward. They wanted to give the kill to Mark, but it was kind of weird. Meanwhile, Nando's getting more farm bottom. 4,000 net worth, the highest in the game. And with illusions, he's able to go to work on the tower and do some significant damage. They are rotating in with the Gyrocopter, who is level 6 now, but doesn't have his cooldown as he's skilled up level 3 Rocket Barrage, level 2 Flat Cannon, and level 1 Homing Missile. So,
Okay, no call out at 6. You know, there are a couple ultimates you usually don't see at 6, but call down I don't think I've ever seen not taken at 6 before.
So, you're telling me this might not be the play.
Well, you never know. Maybe it is.
Yeah, he finally... It was only one level. Maybe he misskilled. There's a good chance that was the case. I wouldn't be surprised. Puck's gonna get roared. Nice play. He was trying to go for the rune, I believe, but Scott Alicious had picked up the Invis rune and was ready for him to get down there. So he feeds away a lot of gold. It's a killing spree that the Gyrocopter picks up. No call down necessary.
Nice. You know, Puck, very momentum-based hero mod. Once time off the map as a Puck means you just fall super far behind because you need to continuously farm these items like Blink Dagger so you can actually catch your opponents reliably. He went for the Veil, so initiation's not going to be anywhere near as reliable.
They do have a hookshot with Puck, which they use, by the way. How did Mark not get pushed by the cogs there? That's awkward. So yeah, that's the thing. If they can find a hookshot in the next few minutes, maybe they can get, you know, a good fight going their way. Or the Puck could just farm his Blink Dagger, of course. Just sit back and not fight. But they will maybe have to, as they're going to rotate bottom. Uwe has picked up Doom, and he's a Soul Ring. This is not the build you usually see for Doom. Tranquil's Soul Ring is a little different than what we've seen previously.
Yeah, usually the only time I see Soul Ring on Doom is when they have the Satyr creep, so they can spam out the Shockwave, but Tranquil Boots along with the Unholy Aura it's a bit peculiar. You know, a bit overkill in the region, but wants to stay healthy.
Yeah, I guess so. He's kind of speedy, too, with, you know, the 90 movements. Well, not really. I don't even think it's that big of a deal. Meanwhile, Scott Alicious getting dove, and he's going to realize this. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a TP scroll, but they will TP in the GRN Wind Ranger. However, she had no HP when she did TP in. That was awful. Now Scott Alicious is dead, too. Scott Alicious is like, you should have just stayed, I don't know, down bottom or something. You killed me. Although Mark does secure Uwe, which is nice. So there's that.
Dire's top tower is falling.
Well,
Crazy.
that probably shouldn't happen. Nando's sitting behind the lone tree that is still here after they cleared it with wild axes. He might get roared if he's not careful. He does have 19 stick charges, to be fair. They're going to defend this. There is some good vision, though, so they see Execration coming. They're not going to overcommit, and the tower's not in deny range, which is really good news. Lumik is hunting with a hookshot, though, and he might find Sugo. Nope. The TP was literally like, he hooked here, and the TP was here, so just missed it.
Yeah, we took a shot in the dark trying to hope something good would happen, but didn't happen. They should have a good idea, though, that their jungle is warded, so...
Yes, I would assume.
Are fortified.
Sugo's dead. Speaking of warded, he doesn't have one to see that he's getting run at. Luckily, the Illusion Orb missed, but he's dead anyway. Even with the Split Earth missing, they're going to Waning Rift him. So now tower does get
big
denied.
deny.
Yeah, that's pretty big for GRN. I was surprised he was able to get it. So there, it's the trade-off. You get the deny, you lose your Bane, whatever. Skydolicious just continues to get farm in the enemy jungle. He has Face Drum now. They're going to need him to be big. All right, they just dive and get a kill onto
Is under attack.
GRN. And then they lose the Clockwork.
Yep, that was the Observer Ward. They just walked in, coiled him at the tower,
Bottom tower is under attack.
blew him up, but they get a Clockwork for the trouble. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, but it is the Puck's Blink that's like 2 creep waves, 3 creep waves away.
Yep, he went from Veil to Veil Blink super fast.
Yeah. Doom's still down for 24. I thought they might have gone into Skydolicious, but instead, they're going to have to back up. Carl is here, actually. Do they have Coil? They don't. They're going to see that he's hasted. Grims is going to walk up a little too far, actually. The call down comes out. They break the Nightmare. He's dead. And they, in fact, get the kill to Mark, who's now on a dominating spree. That's good news, is the SF is right behind the PL. I mean, they're, like, right next to each other. And now they're going to try to push mid with this kill.
Okay, but Lesh is only dead for 15 seconds. His respawn timer is super low. And Puck can clear these waves pretty efficiently, but nice axes, clears out the trees. We can't hide, but Lumic, big
That's a
solo
solo
kill.
kill.
Wowzers.
That's the second time. They pinged the ward finally. They're like, hey, by the way, I've died to this twice, so we might want to deward that. Well, specifically, probably GRN should, but doesn't have enough money, so.
Yep, look at this. Sugo scouts out Nanda, but he's gone. Too many illusions. Can't tell which one's the real one, but he is trailing him.
Yeah, they have the
Now he
ward
knows
too.
which one's real.
Yeah, they could go for a grip still. This is a really good play if they can have the follow-up with Beastmaster. Let's see if he knows which one the real one is. Has he figured it out? He has. Successful play. Axes, they still have Roar. They're going to use it. That is dead PL. They couldn't get the Shrine off in time. Even if they did, he wasn't close enough anyway. Call down was used just in case. They did Doom and Dreamcoil Mark. The Satyr comes out. They can deny him. They couldn't get it off in time. Uwe gets the kill. But he's in trouble still. Scorched Earth going to keep him alive. The jaunt away from the puck. Uwe getting chased down, but there's going to be the Split Earth from from Grims onto GRN from stopping them pushing forward. And very big kill. So both top net worth heroes get dropped.
Wow. And that's, Nando just picked up the Diffusal Blade before he died at least, so didn't lose any gold.
Yeah, did the SF buy anything? I think it's Ogre Club. There's that.
Middle tower is under
But Puck has Blink now. Still really close game, 1K lead. Much closer than the game we saw last time where it was like a 5K lead at 10 minutes or something. Is Lumic going to solo kill him again? The answer is yes. He might not even need Hook. He definitely does not.
Lumic's level 10 to Wind Ranger's level 6.
He's 1 level behind the
That's
Gyrocopter,
ridiculous.
by the way.
Yep.
And he's
He's
actually
higher level than the Doom.
Yeah, that probably shouldn't happen. But he's not complaining. He will have his Blade Mail pretty soon too, and they're going to take the mid 2-1 tower. I don't think there's anything they can do about it. This Wind Ranger pick has not done anything, and I know that that's not. I'm not giving her a fair shake, but I don't know what this Wind Ranger has done this game.
No, you are giving her a fair chance. She's not doing much of anything. The entire purpose of the hero was to pressure the lane, and they were unable to do so. Well, not that they were unable to do so, but they made some mistakes and happened to die in the lane.
Yes. Lumic gets another free kill. Hook. They have found GRN again. You know, this is one of the most miserable 4 positions I've seen in a long time. She literally respawned, TP'd in, died.
One of the most miserable, countered by the most enjoyable 4 position we've seen in a long time.
This Clockwork is like having the game of his life. He's just like, guys, I just find the Wind Ranger and she dies to me. It's great. And he gets another kill. And almost his Blade Mail. And that's going to be probably the game changer for this game. Like, the game was close, but that's the difference, is the 4 positions have not been having nearly the same experience. But they'll try to smoke anyway with Atomic. GRN's going to follow them closely behind or something. Probably just deal with wave bottom. They found the courier. They're going to try to find Uwe. They have Roar. They're going to need to use it. And they have Grip as well. They'll probably use that as well. They might not need to, actually.
Don't need it.
Okay. Nice kill. So it's not over yet, but it's a 4K lead. They lost a lot with the last fight or 2. Shadow Blade. Oh, that's a Shadow Blade for Vu. Okay, that wasn't like... Okay, I was wondering... Well, that's good. That's better
That
than
is
nothing.
good. Now he can go invisible.
Puck is going to have to jaunt. And Mark's not even going to go for Carl. He's going to just back up instead. BKB almost done for Mark. They have Nando now with his Diffusal, and Yasha just about done. Oh, Dream Coil onto 2. Puck's here. So is Uve. They get the Doom off onto the SF. He's going to hide behind a tree. He's going to finally break the Dream Coil, but there's nobody following up. Sugo will die, though. He does have grip. Not going to be able to use it. Illusory Orb. They're going to try to chase after GRN. There's another hook shot. Oh, I'm sorry, GRN. I'm very sorry.
It's a rough life. And there's the Blade Mill from Lumic already.
Wow, he's not actually dead. They killed the... okay, he is dead. And they could dive this? Are they going to jaunt? No. I definitely did speak too soon. Sorry, GRN. My sincerest apologies. Yes, exactly. You are absolutely right, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, man. There's never been a more apt chat wheel use than that, probably.
Dire's bottom tower.
Lumic is having a great game. They're going to TP in top. Shadowblade and maybe try to find Nando top lane. But he's just going to buy TP scroll back up into his own jungle. Do they have a smoke is the question. The answer is no. So Vu has to lead, but he's already back under his tier 1 tower, so they're just going to clear out the creep wave instead.
There's an illusion, and maybe he'll use Roar on that instead.
Oh.
Okay, it's gone, it's gone.
Unfortunate. That would have been sick.
Yep.
So the BKB for the SF, that's really the big item, I think. The Gyro, we haven't really seen what he's been doing. He'll go for BKB as well. He's going to take a tier 1 tower in the meantime, bottom lane. Maybe those BKBs
it's all about
be
the
items.
BKBs. They desperately need those before they can actually take these fights, because that'll limit a lot of the Puck's power and Clockwork as well. And Lumic, big hook shot onto Scottalicious, but this game's fast.
Yeah, he pops the drum, but Battery Assault is literally just keeping him there and killing him. Lumic is absolutely owning.
The 4-position Clockwork is able to solo kill the enemy's position 1 gyro.
They're going to try to do the same, except with a 3-position on Nando. Nando instead is going to turn and try to kill them. They gripped an illusion. Unfortunate. Doesn't matter. They get the kill anyway. So they are finding like these return kills, even though they lose their gyro or their SF a few times.
Yep, that's still much better for Neon Atomic being able to kill the Phantom Lancer, who is miles ahead of everyone else in this game. And they have some decent AoE to work with, but it's not an AoE stun. And that's the big deal with finding the hero. Otherwise, a whole bunch of shenanigans happen where he just sends out a fake illusion, and then you think it's the real one, then he ends up killing you, and all this garbage.
Yeah.
Silly things.
It's going to get even more annoying when like inevitably gets a heart or something. And then you're just like, well, we won't be able to kill him even if we find the real one. They're going to sleep Uve, who does have Doom. They're going to try to contest this. I think you just back the rest of Execration. I wouldn't be surprised if they do go in, though. Very quick move speed will keep the Gyro alive, but they do save Uve with the Scorched Earth. Carl's still looking to snipe somebody, it looks like. Lumic, he's got a big bounty on his head if they can kill him, but he's very fast, so they won't be able to. Carl jumps back in. There's the Dream Coil waiting ripped onto 2, and they are stuck there. Carl will get 1 kill as he breaks the coil. GRN will die, as is tradition to Lumic. And all is right in the world.
Lumic has killed him like 6 times.
All of his kills are on GRN, I'm pretty sure. At least most of them.
Inflated.
Now they're going to find Vu, who does have a Shadow Blade. Carl won't be able to find the kill, sadly, but it's a good effort to try to find it. And he does get the tower, which is good news, but now Nando goes right to mid. And there is a Blank Dagger for the Beastmaster, so they'll have that to work with. Carl, by the way, has bots, and he's working at a Lincoln Sphere, so he's huge as well.
Yep. Once against Lincoln Sphere, good luck trying to kill this guy in the side lanes. We're able to dodge the Roar and Bane abilities. Of course, it just gives Puck more time to react with the phase shift and get out of trouble. Very good item.
Yeah. I mean, he's level 16 at this point. He's not even going to need the 420 GPM talent. Or whatever it is. Yeah, 420. Oh my god, Sugo. You're ballsy as all hell. Grimm's literally walked like an inch away from him. He's just chilling in the Roach Pit. He's visiting.
Yep, he's just sitting there thinking to himself, don't breathe, don't breathe.
Hey, Carl. That's why you need the Lincoln Sphere. But they're going to try to take this fight anyway, surprisingly enough. Sugo's dead. Lumik secures yet another kill for himself. Doesn't have hook. He used it to try to fight elsewhere. Mark pops the BKB. Uwe gets the Doom off, but they need to run. Blade Mill comes out, and he is taking down Mark with it, but now that's gone. Scott Alicious has a million move speed, so he's going to chase Lumik down and finally get the return kill that he needed for so long. I think they'll need to deny. Yeah, they did need to deny the SF. And actually, they kind of bait Nando in because of that. Shockwave comes out. Nando has to stick up the doppelganger away, but boy, is he dead. And they'll Rocket Barrage. He couldn't really run. There was nothing he could do. That's a really big fight for Neon Atomic. Really huge. Too much of a fight. Too much of an overestimation for Execration. And they didn't know the BKB was up for the SF. Really big engagement.
What, the shackle shot? What a great ability.
He's finally made a name for himself in this game. All he needed was 1 Q. Meanwhile, the Scott... all right, they just... you had it going so well for a bit there, Neon Atomic, and then you just... Unfortunately, the gyrocopter gets caught out before he has BKB and dies, so...
Yep, Puck's boots of travel. Let him make that play.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
So...
Well, at least Gyro's close to BKB. That's a big item against his massive magic damage lineup.
Yeah, and that's why the SF did so well in that last fight. Plus, they dove under his tier 2, which is also pretty helpful. Vu is going to walk into a sentry, and they're going to try to turn. And boy, is he probably dead. He'll try to get the roar off and kill Grims. And actually, he might actually be not dead here, because if they have the splitter, then that kills a lot easier. And yeah, he juked the orb. He has to he can't actually jaunt anymore. He did blink out. Waning Rift comes in. He needs help, but nobody's up here. He has another orb. He's probably fine. He should be. There's no roar.
Should be out.
He's still running after him. Vu is really trying to get on this guy's back, but he's just going to axe him once and then walk away. Okay. Back and forth we go. It's only a 2K lead now.
What's funny is that when position 4 players have a good game, they basically look like offlaners, right?
Yes.
In terms of net worth and farm priority, but when they don't have the greatest game, they look like the position 5 support.
Yeah.
But Wind Ranger is starting to bounce back because what? You can't come back from ahead.
You know, that's been a nice theme for tonight, you know. And it's very true.
Games are just so back and forth all the time.
It does provide some insight into how Neon Atomic are able to stay in this game. They take one fight, and they even the gold lead, which was like 7,500 at one point, now obviously completely even. They popped a drum for Uwe, trying to find Vu, but Vu is pretty far back, and they have no blink, so he's going to be fine. They did have a blink, but was on the puck. He decided not to use it.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yep,
attack.
Beastmaster has a 4 staff. Now, Beastmaster, by the way, highest level in the game. Having quite the game. It doesn't reflect in terms of net worth, of course. He's not super far ahead, but that's just not what offlaner net worths look like.
I was going to ask, but of course he has the level 10 talent, so that's why.
Yep, experience gain.
It's like one of the very few heroes that has a level 10 experience talent that's not a support. Most of them are supports, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, as those BKBs do come out, Atomic probably at, you know, one of their good fighting points, whereas the Lincoln Sphere coming out for Carl, that's going to be another point for them to fight around. Nando trying to get to his next item, although Neon Atomic are smoking and looking for said PL at this point. I don't think they're going to find him. Nando seems to know that something is up. I don't think they smoked on the ward or anything. They just have a good idea that something's missing.
It's nice that Lumik rocketed the Roshan pit because there's a good chance he could have just assumed they're doing Roshan. Maybe he would have pushed up for that next wave, but it was rocketed, so he knew it wasn't happening.
They're going to sit behind Scott Alicious. All right, the creep wave's just gone. Nando almost gets caught by the power shot. Meanwhile, they're taking the tier... Well, there is no tier 2 bottom. They're pushing in. They're going to have to deal with this in a moment. They'll have to take you back home. Ribbity rip. Is that an Aether Lens on the Bane, or does he just have a casual vitality or energy booster? What?
It's just the energy booster.
That's strange. I guess he wanted the Tranquils
looks
to
nice.
regen. And he wanted extra mana? That's awkward. Usually you just get Arcanes and then build into Aether Lens.
Yep, I guess he wanted the regen from Tranquils. It's nice if you get doomed, because you'll manage to regen through the doom if you don't get hit by Infernal Blade.
That's true. That might not be a bad call.
It's about the move speed too, and then he's just gonna build into the lens afterwards, probably.
Yeah. Aether Lens on Bane is so good, plus the cast range talent. Gripping somebody from a mile away is insane how much it can get done. But he's now on the run as they had a creep wave on him. Clockwork's going to flare him. Hook shot. Dead. It's just that simple. Oh my god. That SF is lucky to be alive. Wait.
Wowzers.
Yeah. Oof. Well, anyway. He's able to get out.
What's going to happen in this game? Both teams, they're going to sit on the side lanes and push out these waves and kill creeps until one of them decides to finally commit to doing the Roshan, which Execration are, so that's good. The team Neon Atomic, they don't have the best ways of checking the Roshan pit because Beastmaster spends most of his time on the side lanes, but yep, he sees it because of the Hawk.
Power shot will also snipe and actually lets Execration know that they know this is that they know Neon Atomic know that they know. That's maybe
they know that they know.
One extra know that I needed in there, but I did it on purpose. Roche not dead yet. Another power shot. They're going to doom up the SF. That was probably not the play. He's going to try to force himself away. He cannot use his BKB because of the doom, and he is dead. And now they will secure Roche. Actually, who got it? Dyer got it. Skydler. Oh, he denied the Aegis. He wanted to kill Nando instead, but now that's going to be his life forfeited. Good effort, though. They'll go in with the roar. They do finally get Nando, but Vu's going to give his life away for this. Although Grims needs to be careful. He's going to take a lot of damage. He's not careful. Oh, the force away. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Lightning Storm comes out. They need another splitter. If they have it, he needs to hit a stun. He's going to have to find it here. It's going to be close. That.
The ultimate shoot. That's the team, please. I disconnected. Don't kill me, Jude. Didn't work out, unfortunately.
No. Oh, come on. They're giving the old KOXY. Yep. That's, man, that's brutal. Your own team is telling you KYXY'd it.
Oh man, paying respects to a legend.
How did you deny it instead of picking it up is the question. I guess he didn't have a slot.
I guess he was sitting there just A-clicking the Roshan pit. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is no, like, this is like the exact reason why you don't A-click when you're around the Roche pit. I know it's tricky if you A-click all the time like I do. You're bound to deny Aegises here and there, but right-click around the Roche pit. Just try to right-click. Important stuff.
Yep, and that's exactly why. If Gyrocopter manages to pick up the Aegis in that fight, he'd probably have his Agnums done by now. And he'd be able to cash out on that gold there.
They'd probably get a few extra kills, maybe even win the fight. All right, this Fiend's Grip did nothing. He has applied with Insight, but now they have a Shackle Shot, and with Rocket Barrage, they can do something, and Ube is dead. Oh, by the way, they also got the kill on Roshan for Dyer, which is, it could have been even better for Neon Atomic, which is insane.
Yep, pretty crazy. They just sat there, had the patience, managed to run in there, steal it, and kill the PL all in one swoop because Execration, they're looking for the kills, Mott. They forgot about the Beastmaster Hawk.
Yeah. They did get the SF, which is huge. In the meantime, Carl zaps the Bane, who has 10 deaths to his name currently. Not the end of the world. Roar onto Grims, though. They're going to turn it into a support for a support trade across the map. Also, the Necro 2, or rather 1, being built for the Beastmaster, which helps secure the kill. Scottalicious has the Zaganum Scepter. I'm surprised they're not building into Lincoln Spheres, but that's just me. You know, for the SF or the Gyrocopter. Maybe you feel differently about it.
Yeah, up against the Doom, huh? You know, SF really doesn't care that much about being doomed. It's a bit different now since he buys a lot more clickable items like Hurricane Pike, but typically if he presses BKB before Doom comes out, he doesn't care. He's going to sit there and still click for a very high amount of damage. He's one of the better carries against Doom in general.
Yeah. I think the reason it... Oh, okay, nice TP mark. Oh, maybe not.
Doom.
Man. Wow, he was like half a second away from getting out of that. The only time he... Oh my god, Vu, are you kidding? How did you make it over there? I didn't even see you coming. Oh, that's dirty. Okay, that was pretty sick, Vu.
Wow. No, I bet they didn't wish they wasted all their tips on Gyrocopter.
Yeah, I would...
Tip that, man.
Yeah, tip him for sure. Give him some extra battle points, please. Well, Scottalicious is going to be forced to BKB, but the problem is if he tries TPing, he might just get hookshotted. Although it's a good homing missile, Man, that stun duration is nuts. Smart play from Scott Alicious to know that he was able to get out without getting hooked there. And they're going to force high ground, though, for Nandor, at least. Okay, they know he doesn't have BKB. All right, he made one good play and then rotated and died, and now Carl is in deep with the Dream Coil. They'll break the Lincoln Sphere, but here comes Nando and Ube. No Doom, of course, he just used it. The Lincoln Sphere, or excuse me, the Dream Coil breaks, and Sugo has to brain tap to stay alive, and he still might die. Nah, he's good to go. They'll buy back at Scott Alicious. Carl went into the well, but he's going to jump back out with the move speed of the Illusory Orb. They're going to take the Tier 3 tower. They do have everybody up here for the Dire team. We'll see if they want to fight this. I think it's time to back. Grims pops the Edict, but it's a little too dangerous. The Shackle Shot almost latched on Nando. That would have been a sick Shackle Shot, but it didn't actually work out that way. That's buyback from the Gyrocopter and a tier 3 taken for nothing in return.
Monsters, and all of a sudden they have an 8,000 gold lead. Lumic tried to hook the Beastmaster, which he did, but of course with the Force Staff, unable to kill him. Beastmaster has a gem. If they can somehow get this gem from Beastmaster, it's going to give them so much more map control against the Hawkins and just split push in general.
Yeah.
And look at this.
A crucial item. They need a Roar here, and they need a good one, but he has Lincoln Sphere, so he would need to force Roar, and it didn't work out because Carl just jaunts away. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. They just haven't taken like a 5-on-5 that's favorable for Neon Atomic. The Beastmaster has done so much work this game. It's just not enough.
Yep, he's having a really good game.
You know, GRN keeps dying. Bane can't find the grips that he's been looking for pretty much the entire game where he dies. Beastmaster is really the only one. Oh, he has no TP scroll. Okay, it's time to run, but he's going to run right into Grims and probably kill him, actually. Roar, Necro, dead. Now Grims is going to try to run, but again, no TP scroll. And they're just going to keep going top with Nando.
Yep, they're in. This Rex is already half health. There's the Glyph.
They have the Glyph. They do have BKB for Mark. He's going to try to auto-attack them away. And Vu is still in the mid lane. He gets the Courier, but... Okay, they're still not good. If they were up high ground right now, it would be a lot worse, but they're actually not, so... Mark has to force himself away, taking some damage from the illusions. The flare is there. Lubick could have gone for a hook shot. Would have been a little deep. Decides not to. Uwe has Blink Doom at the ready. Someday, Vu will get back to the base. I don't know when that is, but he'll eventually make that journey. I guess the Rex isn't dead yet. Scott Alicious is forced to BKB. Mark looking for an ultimate, and he does get it off, it looks like. Or, yes, Carl should be dead. 2 dead, actually. Good ultimate coming in from Mark. 3 dead now as the GRN gets involved and secures the 3rd kill onto the Clockwork. Nando on the run. Did they take the melee Rex? They did not, and that will regen up. And forget about it. They don't even need Vu. They got everybody else there. Wow,
okay. Very surprising that Neon Atomic managed to take that fight, but I guess it makes sense, right? Look at how far Execration have to dive, and they don't have any reveal because Neon Atomic, they've got sentries out there, so Shadow Fiend just invisited with the Shadow Blade, sits there, winds up the ultimate, and kills Carl right away.
I was just going to say, they need to buy a gem, and they did it literally immediately as I was thinking about it.
Nice.
Getting the Beastmaster's gem would be nice. Having your own gem, much better. Well, I mean, not much better, but just having a gem of your own is going to be nice.
It's just very needed.
Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying. But the Puck, you know, he's done a lot of work this game. That kill, he's the top net worth hero in the game, so they give a lot of money to, I think it was Mark securing it. Yeah, him getting that kill gives him that much more farm. And now he will finally work on his Lincoln Sphere. I mean, yes, getting Doom's not the end of the world for him, but having the Lincoln Sphere is just going to make him that much tankier against all the other abilities, too. And, of course, you have a Gyrocopter on your team. And he has an Ags, and he's working on a Mask of Madness. And if he gets a Rapier, then the game gets a little trickier for Execration.
Oh, yeah. But for now, Execration has this gigantic... Oh, there's the Roar. And dead instantly.
Hook shot onto the Bane. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, the gem doing work there. They get that nice Observer Ward kill, so 174 gold going away. PL, 4,200 gold on him, working on a Butterfly, and he also has 3,200 HP with the Heart of Tarask, so... I mean, they already are going to struggle with the lockdown on this hero. If they can't kill him, and he can just reset the fights and come right back, Scott just uses his BKB, because Carl dumps out the laser.
Yeah, that's frightening for Scott Alicious. This is why he can't afford to go Rapier anytime soon because if he dies, I mean, he dies pretty much instantly. Oh, by the way, Roche is happening. And this is a tier 2 trade for Roche. I don't think there's any way they can get there in time. There is absolutely no way. So, you know, they're fighting into Aegis now. This might be the timing window that they're looking for to end the game for Execration. Still, it's kind of tricky. They're even now in terms of net worth. Finally, also, there's a Blink Dagger for the Wind Ranger, so this Shackle Shot's going to be a lot more reliable for him and getting involved. Roche eventually dies. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but it does. Nanda will secure the Aegis. And it's really going to come down to the next big fight, I think. If Neon Atomic can hold, I would not be surprised if they can win this game.
Yep, anything's possible with the Gyrocopter.
Exactly.
But Execration, they're about to hit a super, super strong timing. Phantom Lancer has his Butterfly nearly complete. Yep, it's got the full thing with the Aegis and Hearts. So it's siege time. How can you stop this guy? Like, you have to work through such a large health pool with the evasion and Aegis on top. You can't afford to commit these gigantic spells for him. It's not worth it.
Yeah, if they like grip and roar him, it might not be enough. Speaking of grip and roar, both Sugar and Vu getting run at. Nice block of the creep on the Bane, or the Clockwork, excuse me, but they'll still find the Bane anyway. Vu going for TP and not in time, and that is the enemy gem taken. No Shadow Blade for 10.
Nice.
Roar does come out. He'll try to man fight against Clockwork, but not going to happen. They get
and
up.
Nando gets a solo kill mid lane.
Yeah, that's huge. They're going to tip Carl. I don't know why. I guess he just thought it was a nice play.
Acknowledging his greatness.
It was a pretty good play, to be fair. That's just like, that's not even an aggressive tip. That's just a nice, hey, that was really cool, you know? Yeah. Tap your stick type thing from hockey.
Excuse me, tap?
Tap your stick. Yeah, when somebody makes a good play in hockey, they like tap their stick against the boards or on the ice or something like that.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a really weird reference when I didn't explain it to you. I'm getting tired.
That's okay.
Doom. Yeah. Oh, the Nightmare saves him, but then he gets zapped anyway. And just like that, any chance of winning this game is pretty much gone. So, that's how it ends, it looks like.
Yep. Looks like Nando's hit critical mass, Phantom Lancer, just nobody can deal with him. And even the Puck just casually throwing in all these nukes.
They tried split pushing bottom, trying to keep the Aegis, you know. Yeah. Good play from Atomic to get pretty close in this game, to pull it back a little bit, but really outstanding stuff from Execration. Carl made the plays we expected him to make. Got a lot of different kills. Lumic on the Clockwork has to be my MVP, because otherwise this game's not